This should make everybody in the video game industry mad. Like literally everybody should look at this and be like, that ain't right. Hi, everybody. I'm Craig. Welcome to the Side Scrollers Podcast channel. Glad you're here. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Join the 104, almost 105,000 normal men. Our goal right now, 110,000. Let's get to that goal. Let's go, baby. Let's get on that. Glad you guys are here. Okay, I want to go to this post from Grums today. Now, Grums is a great consolidator of information over on X, and this is absolutely fascinating to me. We talk about the state of video game journalism and the state of the video game industry as a whole. And I think this is such a great example of just how truly messed up these things are. Let's start with the video game journalism side of things. And I want to be really clear. This has nothing to do with this being gaming mag, Gayming. It has nothing to do with anybody's sexuality, where you want to put your privates, or who you like. I could care less about this. It has more about the principle of the matter. So let's get into this. It says gaming journalists are the ultimate grifters. Check out Gaming Mag's recent promotional email. This mirrors the offers I've seen from many smaller outlets as a game publisher, as the ones that caught the most eye. Now, what he's talking about, this is a promotional email that was sent out, which I have access to right here. And we're going to dig into this in just a little bit. But just for the high level bullet points here, he says you can get a paid social media boost on your social ad, which guarantees impressions of 600,000, which we're going to look at this objectively with stats and data and say there ain't a chance in hell this happens, right? Paid for articles to be written about your game. Do they disclose these are sponsored? I couldn't find an article on their website which disclosed sponsorship. We'll get to that in just a second as well. The cost for about $7,000 to $8,000. It's ridiculous. You can get advertising, social media posts shilling your game. And once again, couldn't find any sponsorship disclosure in the feed. Guaranteed impressions and featuring of your game on podcasts and streams. You can also sponsor a virtual gaming convention for $150,000, or there a gaming award show for $125,000. Now, look, you guys know that I have the Real Game Awards going on right now, and that is also why I'm really pissed. That is exactly why this stuff, like the Real Game Awards, has to happen. We don't have sponsors. We're not asking for $250,000 to run a 30-second, 60-second commercial during our award show. We're not asking for $125,000 for you to be a sponsor of our award show. We're asking for membership that you control, that you guys do. Sorry, this drives me crazy. And it is this tells you exactly why the Real Game Awards has to happen. There is no game award show that hasn't been tainted by some sort of corruption. And this, when you're taking in some sort of sponsorship, you are being corrupted in some way. You have bent the knee in some way, shape, or form to the corporate money. The Real Game Awards will not do that. Let's continue here. I'm sorry. It just drives me crazy. And I'm sorry I'm fired up about this. So this is not unusual. As a game publisher, we were often solicited for paid for articles from the smaller gaming sites, often without sponsorship disclosure. There used to be a firewall between selling ads and journalists who write articles and give awards. But as you can see here, the firewall does not exist. You are literally paying for articles to be written, right? So here we go. This is what we got here. This opens up and it talks about how 1 in 5 in all video gamers in the U.S. identify as LGBTQ. By the way, and this is at the top. You guys can't see it because I have my graphic up there. It says that's huge and is well above the accepted community average of 8%. Right? That's fine. Whatever. They get into this and they lay out their stats. They say, well, here's our offers right here. You can have the Pride 1 offer or the Pride 2 offer. Once again, I don't care where you put your dicks. I could care less who you love, but I care when it crosses over to promotion of video games and not disclosing that information. Let's get into their rate card here, because they include a rate card, and you can see you can buy their advertisement on their website. Okay, that's fine. That's a really high rate, by the way, of $1,800 for 100,000 impressions. That is very, very high for a 300 by 250 ad on mobile. That is stupid high. But here's the thing. They will write a story about your game for $750. And you can't see over here behind it, it's $1,000. You also get a post about it, pushing to that. So they will promote your game for $750. And we're going to get to why this is so ridiculously overpriced. It's insane. It is. I mean, it's crazy. Now, if you continue on, you can see their whole PDF here, and they give you some basic stats about, LGBTQ plus and all this stuff. Okay, that's awesome, right? And they give you these stats over here. And I want to key on these stats over here. Average month social reach, 3,437,000. No, 0% chance that happens. 0% chance that happens. There's a 0% chance that 3.4 million people interact with their social media. And I'm going to show you exactly why here in just a second. Hang with me here. We go back to the sponsorship opportunities here. This is where you can be the presenting sponsor for $125,000. You can be a supporter for $20,000. We're asking $30 for an annual membership. I don't ever want to hear anybody ever tell me about the Real Game Awards being a grift. I mean this from the bottom of my coccyx. Fuck off. It drives me crazy when you have an award show that throws out these type of figures. Hey, I'm all about capitalism. You go get your bag. But what you're doing here is you're exploiting your sexuality to drive prices up. That's where I have a problem with this, and that drives me crazy. There's 0% chance that the value of this is here. 0%. And how do I know this? Well, I went to their link tree, and I went to go check it out. Remember that 3.4 million impressions on a social reach every single month? Well, let's look at their X and see what they have here. They have 17,000 followers, and let's check out their interactions on their post, their most recent post. 765, 703, 841, right? There's a 0% chance, and that's just on X. Let's go to Instagram and check it out. They have 6,000 followers over there, 19 hearts, 19 likes. There's no traction, 0 traction on their social media. Let's go to their TikTok. Hey, 1,000 plays. Less than 1,000 plays. This one got 50,000. That's good, but that's sure as hell doesn't equal 3.4 million. Hey, but what about their Twitch? Their most recent podcast got 90 views. 90. That was a year ago. But what about their YouTube channel? Well, you can go to YouTube and you can look it up. Their YouTube channel has 491 subscribers and has 64 views on their content. 26 views. Right here, 9 views, 11, 3 views on their podcast. What a scam. Let's say you just search gaming awards. And I was like, this sounds really familiar. Well, it was streamed. And the first thing you find when you search is our video about this. It was a total scam and such a total joke. It was a clip from our show, which once again, please subscribe if you're new. Once again, I could care less what you do in your bedroom. I could care less. What I care about is the absolute grift that is going along here. And if they can make their money, fucking A, go get them, right? If you're gonna charge $125,000, go get it, right? Especially when you're doing literally dozens of views on your award show. It's insane to me that the video game industry is this way. And I had to vent on social media about this. I said the gaming awards want, and as you can see, $125,000. You see the ridiculous price there. It says, I mean, this is all about just fuck that. All right. I said, we're asking $30 for voting memberships. By the way, we're approaching 500 members right now. I would love just to be like, we are the most voting members. I don't know what it is, 1,000, 5,000, but I would love to boost those numbers up. 500 is amazing. And we're going to put on a fucking amazing award show coming up in January, right? Can't wait for that. But if you'd like to become a member, I would like for you to use promo code GAMING. That is gaming with a Y to get $5 off your membership. Okay. $25 for your first year of membership over at the Real Game Awards. We're in the process of nominating things right now, different categories. Head on over there, go to the top, click memberships, become a member, use promo code GAMING, gaming with a Y. This stuff drives me crazy. And the fact this has to be called out. But I guess my bigger thing is who's more at blame here for this? Is it the gaming awards, right? Or is it the people who are just handing out money to make this happen? That's the most fascinating thing to me. It drives me crazy. This is a giant blender of all the insanity happening in the space right now. Overpriced, ridiculous, bought and sold for award shows, overpriced, bought and sold articles about different video games that aren't disclosed. That's the problem right there. And that fires me up. Drives me crazy. Go become a member of the Real Game Awards. That is a fucking order. I cannot wait to put on an amazing award show and just shove this shit in everybody's face. Like I said, I'm fired up. Sorry. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Go watch another video here. I'm sure I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on the podcast at 11 a.m. Central Time. Come join us tomorrow, and I'm probably going to flip my lid again. Promo code GAMING, $5 off.